Berlin, a city so diverse that you could live here for months trying dozens of new places to eat without actually coming across any German food. I would know this because, spoiler alert, it's me. I'm the one who's been eating out loads without trying German food. My friends and I are all part of Berlin's international community, which means we don't know that much about traditional German food. Anyway, I want to ask you.
Yes.
And so I sat down with one friend to talk about it. Where are you from?
I'm from Denmark.
What do you think of when I say German food?
The very classic, like Wiener Schnitzel, sauerkraut, drink beer and eat sausages.
Even though a lot of our initial ideas were relying quite heavily on stereotypes, we have been here for a while now, and so we do have some idea of what German people eat.
I lived here, so now I get that it's like, it can be a bit more like light food. They really like their desserts and like sweet stuff.
Seeing as Frida mentioned how important sweet things are in German cuisine, it only felt right to start the video with something sweet. We are at a restaurant called Schildkröte in Charlottenburg. I stumbled across this accidentally a few weeks ago with a friend, and we came in for coffee and we thought it was so cute and cozy and German vibes. Everything is wood clad and warmly lit, and the food looks fantastic. We've ordered some apple strudels.
Okay.
When I think of German food, I think of an apple strudel, or certainly for dessert. The lady that served us was so nice. We were like, oh, can we just order dessert? And she was like, of course, sit down, girls, go have a seat in the window. And then the lady that gave them to us, there were like two different waitresses. She was like, here you go, ihr Süßen, my sweethearts. It's just so cute. They asked if we wanted it with vanilla sauce or ice cream. We've both gone for vanilla sauce.
For me, this also just like makes German.
It's giving Germany. It really is giving Germany. But that's so interesting. So what about food to you makes it look German?
So with this one, I don't want to say it, but it looks kind of sloppy, but it still looks good. It just looks like, but it looks like homey.
Homey. That's a really good way of describing
looks,
German
I don't
food,
know
I think.
what's it's like comfort.
Comfort food. Yeah, I think that German food is tasty, but less refined than things like French food. I love the way they've presented it. Mm-hmm. Do you know how it's stripy? I just find that very aesthetically pleasing.
Okay, let's see.
I want to try the sauce by itself. I wonder if it's going to give custard. I like that it's cold because I like hot food and cold food.
It kind of just tastes like melted
Ice cream.
Like it really does. But I like that this is kind of like pastry.
I can hear how crispy your pastry is when you go through it with your fork.
Cheers. No. I really like this. I like the fact that it's not too sweet. Like you can still taste like the sourness of the apples. Yeah,
for sure. The sauce is so creamy and vanilla that it like cuts the tongue for that.
Yeah,
really well.
exactly. The sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour, a classic.
I really like the apple. Also with the cinnamon.
It's not too strong on the spices, right? Like it's still very apple.
After the strudel, I headed to something else that's very quintessentially German, or very quintessentially Berlin, which is on-the-go Imbiss stands.
I am at Puffer-Imbiss. German potato pancake, kind of like a giant hash brown with grated potato and then fried. I got it with Kräuterquark, which is herby quark. I think people typically eat them with sweet things, so you can have cinnamon and sugar or apple. But I'm not in the mood for something sweet. I can also see and taste onion, so there must be a different mixture for the sweet and the savoury ones. Listen to how crispy it is. I love the way that looked on the plate. I thought it was beautifully presented, simple but effective. It's beautiful. It's salty but not too salty. Oily but not too oily. More glistening, you know. It is thin, so there's a lot of surface area. I thought it to have gotten crisp, but it's not too thin. The middle is still fluffy, potatoey. It's kind of huge. Thank goodness it's so thin.
but I'm going to struggle to finish this. But that makes it really good value because it was €4.50 and the sweet ones are cheaper, they're €3.50. I'm going to try some with the sauce now. I like that the sauce is only in the middle so you can get a bit of both, some without, some with. I love the interplay between the creamy sauce and the crisp puffer potato cake. And I should say that in the sauce the herbs were chives. Super simple, not too much going on, but you don't really need anything else going on. I'm currently standing at a table near Hermannplatz on Hasenheide. It's a very busy, intense area. So I like that there are tables and that you can stop and kind of enjoy it. And I love that I'm using a fork and a knife and a plate, like actual cutlery. It feels like a proper mealtime in the street, as opposed to just eating out of a paper bag or something. I would be so intrigued to try a sweet one. And I'm too full now, so I can't do it now. Maybe in another video.